Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors? And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Great.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Trimmer.
From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
All set to go now from the 35.
Hey! Great. Set.
First down, around with Barkley. They're cobbled together a yard there. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now he's past the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20.
180.
Handoff headed right. Barkley chose to take this one up the middle instead, and it was a good decision. Gets him 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Second and 3 now.
Great.
They go to Barkley again. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They're going to run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Two yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They're headed up the middle, and he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set. He's keeping it. He's going for it, and he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. His team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on fourth and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Keeps away from 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Love gonna air this out to start. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Set.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Third down, they need 7.
Down. 52 blue. Shot. 17. Kill. Turn up. Black shot. Set.
They'll throw. Third and long. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he stopped cold at the spot. Won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
45. Watch out, man. 60 Fury. Ready.
On second down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and 7.
Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
To the air on 3rd and long. Guys, man, it's golden. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95. Hut.
Love from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Back to the air. Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
Come on. Set. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Loves to throw again. It's reeled in by Jaden Reed. He won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ready. Break.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25.
Here we go. Yellow. Fierce. Yellow. Hut.
Throwing again. Love. Short pass brought in. It's inside the 10. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Easy, 63, 63. Anyone up?
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They go play fake with Hurts. Buying some time right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Barkley on the pistol give. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs from 37. On first down, Hurts. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Second and 3 now. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
4 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
It's on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down. Looking quickly here.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Good. 73.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in first and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Barkley. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
It's second and goal.
Hey, easy. Great. Right there, you. Crowd left, Yanni.
Now try again with Barkley. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
It's now third and goal.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on third and goal?
Great.
And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here's the final play of our first half.
22 needle. Ready. 33, yellow, cut.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Lowe. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Let's go now. Hey, watch 40. Hut.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Have him gain about a handful there. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Ready up.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Down. 45. White. Fight. 97. Needle blue. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on fourth. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finds his fullback. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Trimmer.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Running right, it's Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risks. Even if a run is stopped short, they still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
chances. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's trying to run it in. Barkley. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Connects there, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Ready, set.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set.
Now Love on the play fake. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Ready,
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Claw, 10. Hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Reed. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. 60 red. 60. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut.
Love now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. 52.
Love with it on 1st down. Oh, he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, way too much risk for that reward.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Headed out right. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
They send a tight end in motion. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
And send a receiver left. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against the defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Eagles close to beginning the year 4-0. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Hey, 73, 70. Don't touch that.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Elliott connects there, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hunt.
Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Love looking to pass. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set.
Stick it in the air. Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Back to the air. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On the move, headed right. And finds Jacobs, complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
Ready?
Desperation time here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Sends this to the end zone. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to within 6. Timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Setting up for a decisive onside kick here. Just under 45 seconds left. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Toss play to Barkley. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. They go to Barkley again. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long.
Because that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Packers going with a dime set to get this third down stop. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good and stacking these kind of wins in a row.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.